All right, first thing you want to do is lay out your pieces. All right, look at your pieces, make sure you have them all laid out real nice. Okay, your scenes, how you're going to want to arrange them. Now, each of them will have a nice side and kind of an uglier side. Okay, some of them may have a little burn mark or whatever, like some of the wood juice. Okay, you want to make sure you put the nice sides facing out, and then the ugly sides facing in. All right, what you're going to start with is you're going to start with these two guys here, this one and this one. Okay, make sure that this and this are both on the same side. All right, the same thing here. Don't worry if this one has a ugly side or not, but this one, if it has a ugly side like this, you're going to want to go like that. Or you can take a little sandpaper and that comes right off. But anyway, you're going to start like this, okay? You're going to take two scenes. Now you got two deer scenes, so don't put them right next to each other. So what you do is you put one in and you're going to glue. You want to put your glue in these areas right here or right over here, closer to the inside, so you don't get globs on the outside here. So you want to put a dab here, dab here, dab here, dab right there. Okay, then what you're going to do is make sure you got them the right side, and you put one in. Alright, you let it stand. Now if you got fast drying glue, you have to move fast. Alright, and then so let's say you put your other scene across from it, okay, directly across. Alright, again, put your glue where you need it, here, 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 and also on the tops, okay? Just have it sitting ready. Alright, because then what you're going to do is you're going to take this top and make sure that that hole and that hole line up. And move this here. And you're going to put one on first, make sure it pops in, like so. Alright, then just take the other one and line it up. And it should also pop in. Okay, once you got those two in, it should look like this. Alright, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do this side and that side and leave these two open. Alright. Alright, so as you're putting these in, you already got the two in, you want to rotate it over to yourself, put your hand on, put a little bit of light pressure on top, like you see me doing that, a little light pressure on top just to hold it down. And then what you're going to want to do, this is a little tricky part here, is you're going to want to lift this up a touch and slide this guy in until it pops in. See, this guy slid out on the bottom. I'm just going to have to boom, boom, and there. So now we have three of them down, okay? So they're all down, all around, all right, up on top, okay? And you take your next one. Let's say you do this scene. Just vary up the scene so you don't have like two deer next to each other or two trees next to each other. So same thing. You're going to kind of then make sure you put your glues down in the points. Okay, and then you get your paneled up. And then same thing. Put a little bit of light pressure. Like so, with your hand. And then just lift this up barely. Some of them are going to come out. Now you're going to have to slide it in until it lines up and falls in. With these, like this one, you want to be gentle. You know, put your finger under here, just kind of slide it back and forth till it pops relatively in. You might have the same thing with this guy. Just very brief. There you go. That's in. Once those are in, all right. Once these are in, well, now when you have glue on there, they're gonna hold for you, so you're not gonna be going through this. But once you have these guys in, like so, okay, you don't put the last two pieces in. What you then put in is you put this bottom part in. Okay, now this is where you want to pick a nice one, nice side, because this is what's going to be on. You're going to put some glue down in here. Okay, when you put the glue down in there, you're going to put this guy in like so. So this notch, you see there's a notch right here? That notch lines up with that hole right there. Like so. That notch goes there. That sits there. Then you put your last panel in and the door. All right, you're going to have to, like, you know, that's why if you have really fast drying glue, you're going to have to do this fast. So you're going to have to lift this up, pop that one in, and then pop the door in, and then make sure everybody's done and down. So at this point, everything should look like this. All right, where you have that floor part in, that's sitting on glue, and then all you have to do now at this point, okay, everybody's down. Okay, if you have glue, don't let it sit too long so it doesn't dry, right? Remember, keep your pressure here with one hand. Okay, and what you're going to do now is you want to install the door. All right, put the door in. I was starting like this. And then just gently pop it into that slot. Once you get the door in, all right, oops. Once you get that door in, just kind of like keep a little bit of pressure on it. If it falls out, you can do it last. It doesn't really matter, but sometimes it could be easier this way. Then you get your glue on. Make sure you already have your glue on. And then you pop this last panel in, like so. And then you get that arranged in. Arrange that in here to where it pops into this like so, and everybody's done like that. Okay, what you can do if you need your glue to dry before you assemble the top, you can put some weight on it, put a little piece of weight on it, and let it sit for a bit to dry up. But at this point, everything should be in one piece, and the door should be relatively easy to open. I'm pushing down on it because I didn't use glue for this demonstration. Alright, and I'll show you in a second on how to do the top. Okay, now for assembling the top, same thing. Make sure you look at your pieces. You know, ugly sides go in, pretty sides come out. Okay. If you have any little pieces that are in there, just, you know, pop them out. They'll just pop right out. Alright, so here you're gonna use this piece, these guys, and then this goes last on top, and it will cover up. So again, pick a nice pretty side, not an ugly side. Alright, and make sure here what's important is that top slot here and this one are in the same side, so they're not crossed, because you're not going to be able to, because this goes through here and then that goes through there, and then that key here goes through the bottom of everything. So make sure that this slot is oriented the same way. Okay, and what you're going to do, same thing, you're going to pick two opposite corners. You're going to pop that in, put your glue. Here you want to put your glue, here, along here, and here. Same thing on the bottom. So you want to do tops and bottoms. Alright, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to opposite one, boom. Keep that slot aligned. You're going to put this guy in. It's going to pop in here. There you go. And then keep pressure here, and then pop that one in. So you get something like this. Alright? And then the same thing as you did with the panels down there. You're going to go one by one, by one, by one. Now for this, it helps if you have a pair of tweezers, okay? Because then you can use this to kind of move it back and forth. But if you don't, it's not a problem. If you got chubby hands, chubby fingers, this might be a fun time for you. If not, find somebody with skinny fingers, give them $5 to do this for you. But what you do then is you put the next one in. Same thing, make sure you have your glue already. Pop it in. And then just kind of push it gently until it pops in. There you go, you see? Okay, so now there's 3 of them in. Now here, same thing. You take this guy in. Okay, hold on, I gotta put some pressure on this. Alright. you pop this, put your glue here, here, here. Put it in the slot there. Bring your hand around from this area, like so. Line this slot on the bottom up. You can also lift this part up a touch, and then just kind of push him until he finds the hole. There you go. So you see now, and you continue going all the way around. You got 2 more to go until that's all down. Then once that's all down, okay, you open up the door. You take this guy here, you put it through. Well, actually, hold on. No, you don't. What you do is you take this guy first, okay? Find the prettiest side. And what you're going to do with this is you're going to take this first. You're going to put that through there, like so. You're going to put some glue here, like around here. Make sure it doesn't spill out, because when you put this down, it's going to cover those things, okay? So you could also put like a little paintbrush or a little dab of glue on each of these areas here. And then once you get that glue here, you're going to put this down through here, right, all the way through until it comes down through there, like so. All right, boom. So once you have that, you take this guy here, all right, and you put a little glue, just a little bit on the sides here and on top. Leave the pretty side down, and this side, the ugly side, goes up. And you're going to grab that with a pair of tweezers, like so. You can try this with your hand if you're feeling bold. And you're going to just put that in, right into that, right there. Alright, you're going to shove that in through that hole right there. And then hold everything down, and then actually give it a pull up. Once you have this key in there, it's not going to come up. You just give it a pull, and that's it. Alright? And what you should have is something that looks like that. Alright? Okay? And that's it. That is pretty much what you're going to end up with. Alright? Let me know if you have any more questions.